Alright, so the game, we are now on to a decisive game number 3. Onto the upper right corner of Everdream LE, we've got RandomRacePh. And onto the bottom left corner of Everdream LE, we've got bluecomeback. Speaking of bluecomeback, blue na talaga yung kulay ni bluecomeback dito on my end.
Yep, same on my end.
Oh, which is really nice. So today we would be I'm casting with Riyeou. And shoutout sa lahat ng Twitch moderator na nasa nagbabantay ng chat. Sila Sidus Levis, si Adsefar. Actually si Adsefar, hindi ko sure. Pero alright, back to the game mga kaibigan. Wow. Standard openings from both of our players, but RandomRacePh opting to go with that second gas. So, para sa inyo, na mga nanonood na gusto matuto, alright? If your opponent goes for a double gas at na-scout nyo siya agad, 99.99% he would go for an early roach timing. So, pagkagawa, dapat na tong spawning pool, gagawa na dapat ng roach warren. Then, habang wala pang mga links or onti pa lang yung army nung kalaban mo, ang galing ko, roach warren nga, diba? So habang wala pang army yung kalaban mo, you spam the roach and you flood it onto his base. So
for bluecomeback right now, kung mas-scout out niya tong double gas and roach warren, what should he ideally do to defend?
Pwede siya gumawa ng mga spines. He can also make a wall here onto the front of his natural. And I think he is kind of over-droning once again. Which is, in a ZVZ matchup, na very crucial kasi yung timing kung kailan ay magdo-drone, kailan gagawa ng army. So that is why scouting is really essential at this matchup. Because we all know that ZVZ is parang kumbaga mano-imano, suntukan kung suntukan na matchup na you kind of react, you kind of react on what your opponent is doing. Kung sinasapa ka ba, choice mo kung sasapa ka ulit or magde-depensa ka muna. Ganong kind of philosophy in this kind of matchup. And also, kung may ginagawa siyang iba, you kind of want to, kunwari, nagmumuta siya. Choice mo kung magmumuta ka rin, or you can try to do mass queens as queens counters mutalisk. Facts. Pwede ring hydralisk. So yeah, it's a kind of a, parang kalaban mo sarili mo pero, you kind of react on what you guys want to do. So here comes the scouting from bluecomeback dito, but I think, and now he will see that roaches is now being produced here from the side of bluecomeback dito, and this is the right thing to do actually from the side of bluecomeback, as roaches is very mineral heavy and gas heavy. A mass swarm of links is a nice strategy to implement here mga kaibigan. Now RandomRacePh is struggling a bit. He has still a lot of larva here. He can produce a lot of links at this point of the game to defend this mga kaibigan, pero oh my goodness, here comes the massive concave from the side of bluecomeback, wreaking havoc onto the drone line here dito, but beautiful plays onto RandomRacePh. It's actually inipit niya lahat ng zerglings dito, which is actually the right thing to do to get the surround and do a lot of damage. Here comes more links onto the side of bluecomeback. No link speed available onto the side of RandomRacePh, and oh my goodness, mga kaibigan, 3 roach already being produced here onto the side, and now bluecomeback is focusing the spawning pool at this point of the game, which is the right thing to do. Now the roaches have come into play, and beautiful surround onto the side of bluecomeback, actually killing one. And things are looking a bit dire onto the side of RandomRacePh mga kaibigan, but this is what ZVZ should be like mga kaibigan. And 22 HP remaining onto the side of the spawning pool of RandomRacePh, pero ang dami niyang larva dito. He still has 760 minerals. Pwede niyang gawin is he can actually make a lot of links, and at this point of the game, parang pwede niyang i-overpower yung puwersa ni Blue Comeback dito. Pero eto na. Umaabante na si Blue Comeback once again. And I think RandomRacePh should just defend at this point of the game. Pero here comes the massive surround onto the side of Blue Comeback, mga kaibigan. Wrecking havoc onto the Roaches, and the Roaches would fall down one by one. And eto na, Blue Comeback will try and do the finishing blow, mga kaibigan. Oh, and he would snipe away onto the spawning pool. The drones have been pulled once again to fight. Once again, no more links remaining onto the side of RandomRacePh, mga kaibigan. More Roach being produced, but the surround coming in from the side of Blue Comeback actually, tingin ko si Blue Comeback medyo pang gold na yung mechanics niya, which is really nice. And RandomRacePh actually, yung ginawa niya kanina medyo pang high level strategy na cheese yun. It's very easy to implement. Pero you still learn a lot. And now Blue Comeback would wreak havoc onto the mineral line, and here comes the Roaches. Ginamit na lahat ng larva ni RandomRacePh dito. Ayun yung sinasabi natin na kanina, na if he manages to use that earlier, he can overpower Blue Comeback dito. But now Blue Comeback will try to clean this up, mga kaibigan, as he has Roaches available onto his way now. No more producing buildings onto the side of RandomRacePh, pero kitang-kita natin, hindi talaga sila sumusuko, as this is a tournament. Kung gusto mo ng tamang mindset, ito dapat yung mindset na dinadala mo sa mga tournament, as the spawning pool is being produced. But the lair would be bursted down here from the side of Blue Comeback, mga kaibigan. GG has been called. RandomRacePh bows down from our tournament, and RandomRace Comeback actually comes back from being swept, mga kaibigan. He counter-swept RandomRacePh. So what a game from the side of Blue Comeback.